In a hot and dusty jungle, there lived the biggest elephant anyone had ever seen. And the tiniest ant you could barely notice. No one believed the tiny ant could ever stand up to the giant elephant. But one day, everything changed. The jungle was dry that season. The rivers were low, the trees were thirsty, and every animal searched for water. Near the only remaining waterhole lived a huge elephant named Bruno. Bruno was strong. Bruno was powerful. But Bruno had a problem. He was selfish. Whenever animals came to drink, Bruno would stomp his feet. "Go away," he would shout. "This water is mine." The deer ran away. The birds flew off. Even the monkeys stayed far from the water. Not far from the waterhole lived a tiny ant named Nico. Nico was small, very small. But he was brave and kind. When Nico saw the other animals suffering, he felt sad. "This isn't right," he said. "Water is for everyone." One day, Nico walked up to the giant elephant. Step, step, step. Until he stood right in front of Bruno. Bruno didn't even notice him at first. "Excuse me," Nico called. Bruno looked down. "What is it, little speck?" he laughed. Nico stood tall. "You should share the water," he said. "Everyone needs it." The elephant burst into laughter. "You? Telling me what to do? I could crush you without even trying." Nico didn't move. "Being big doesn't mean you're right," he said. Bruno's eyes narrowed. "Leave, or you'll regret it." But Nico quietly walked away. Not afraid. Just thinking. That night, Nico had a plan. If he won't listen, he will learn. The next morning, Bruno returned to the waterhole. As always, he pushed everyone away. "Mine," he shouted. But suddenly, he felt something strange. A tiny tickle. Inside his trunk. He shook his head. What was that? Then, itch! 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 Bruno panicked. "My trunk! Something's inside." He rolled, he trumpeted, he splashed water everywhere. But nothing worked. Inside his trunk was Nico. Nico crawled deeper inside. Not to hurt, but to teach. Bruno cried out. "Please! Stop! I can't take it!" Nico spoke loudly from inside. "Will you share the water now?" The giant elephant froze. "Yes! Yes! I promise," he shouted. "Just please. Come out." Nico waited a moment. Then slowly crawled out. Bruno collapsed beside the water. Tired. Humble. Quiet. For the first time, the giant elephant looked small. From that day on, Bruno changed. When animals came to drink, he stepped aside. "Everyone is welcome," he said. The deer returned. The birds sang again. The jungle felt alive once more. Bruno even thanked the tiny ant. "You taught me something I could never learn alone," he said. Nico smiled. Sometimes, big lessons come from small friends. And so, the jungle learned. Being big doesn't make you better, and being small doesn't make you weak. Because even the tiniest creature can make the biggest difference.